Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I do hope you enjoy this video and please be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my videos. So today's video, I'm going to show everyone 5 different ways to do some DIY marble nail art. So I previously did a video using these Model 1s blooming nail art alcohol ink things, and I will link that video in the cards above, but I just want to show you the colors and the pigmentation of the colors. So I did like these. I did get the set for I think about $6. It was like a sale. These two I ordered from Madam Glam, and I only ordered 2 because I didn't have the purple and the pink, so I didn't want to order their whole collection, but just wanted to show you the pigmentation of those as well. So I am going to demo today a couple of things for 3 things for you. The first one is these alcohol inks. I got these from Michael's. The brand is Bria Reese. I'm sure you can find them online as well. They were about $3 or $4 each. So all of the swatches in this video are done with 2 coats of white gel polish and a matte top coat. So everything has been cured, and I'm just going to add the inks on top. These inks are a little bit more wet, and you do have to kind of use a brush. I'm just using a regular gel brush with these, and then I have some acetone to move around the inks. What I like about these is they're way more pigmented, and you'll see as I'm playing with the inks, it adds more layers than the blooming inks by Madam Glam or the ones by Model 1s. With those, you kind of have to do 1 coat, move the inks around, and then do another coat. With these alcohol inks that I'm demoing now, you only have to do 1 coat or a few drops, move it around the nail, and as you play with it, it adds the depths, it adds the marble, the veins, and so you only have to go in once with the ink, which I really like. I like these 2. They do dry pretty fast once you start manipulating the inks, and when you're using the acetone, you can wipe a lot of it away. One thing I will say, and you'll see right now, I spilt this all over my hands. It does stain your hands, so you probably want to use gloves with this, or if you've just done a set of nails, you might want to just be careful not to get it on your nails. I got it on mine. It did come off. I just wiped it with some acetone, and then it completely came off about 2 days later. So definitely use gloves with these inks, or just be a lot more careful in your application. So you just want to apply the inks, move it all around the nail with a brush, and just kind of let it dry just a little bit, and then just manipulate it with acetone. And so you could see here again, these are very pigmented. I don't have a bunch of these colors. So I only have 4. I did go back to Michael's to see if they had had any of these. They didn't have this brand, but they did have some alcohol inks, and the range of those were like from $3 to $10. I definitely would just get the $3 ones. They have packs with different, like they have packs of 4 or packs of 3. I didn't go back to Hobby Lobby to see if they had these, but I do believe I initially got these from Michael's. I didn't see them this time. They might not carry them in the stores. They might still be online, or my store just might have been out. But definitely the brand of these are Bria Reese, but I'm sure you can use any alcohol ink brand. So what I said earlier about the layers, you can see as I'm playing with it, it adds the different layers, so you don't have to go in with multiple coats, and you just play with it with the acetone until you get the desired look. If you want less color in certain areas, just use more acetone. You just want to dab your brush in the acetone. You don't want to use too much. If you get too much on your brush, just wipe it on a paper towel. It's pretty simple. And once they're completely dry, I just add top coat, a shiny top coat to it. I just want to make sure that it is completely dry, so you're not interacting with the gel polish by making it spotty or not cure all the way. So just make sure everything is dry, add your top coat, cure, and there is your easy nail art. I think it's easy. Okay, so I got some Sharpies. I've never used Sharpies before. I know a lot of people do the Sharpies for the watercolor nail art and then the marble nail art. This is my first time getting Sharpies, and the reason I got these is because I'm doing a neons collab, and I was looking for more neon nail art stuff, and the Sharpies were the only way that, the only things I really found. So the Sharpies are like $2 each, and then just color on the nail. Again, this is 2 white gel coats of two coats of white gel polish, 1 matte top coat that is cured. So after you cure that, you just color on the nail with the Sharpie, whatever color you choose, and then just get a little bit of acetone and just move the color around. Because I got neons, I can't really say how much, like a purple or a blue, how pigmented they would be. These neons aren't extremely pigmented, but it was easy to manipulate with the acetone, and it only took like about a minute. So again, this one's easy. It doesn't give as much depth as the alcohol inks, but it is very easy to manipulate. And again, let it dry and then add your shiny top coat. So what I really wanted was a variety of colors to be able to do marble inks. And I found these 2 watercolor palettes at Michael's. They were about, I believe they were like $6 each. And then I also got a pack of these watercolor brushes. It was a pack of 10 for about $6. You will see in a little while that you really don't need the brushes, and you can just use a regular gel brush to do the design. And I actually preferred the gel brush. These brushes hold a little bit more water. So on this nail is 2 coats of black gel polish, 1 matte top coat, fully cured. And so I'm just going in with the white paint. And you could see here, I have a little bit too much water on this. This was my first time using this, so I went in with just a little bit too much water. And what I ended up doing is just adding I was trying to take off the water, but the brush was pretty saturated, even though I kept dabbing it. So these brushes hold a lot of water. Also, these brushes are inexpensive, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money on just one brush, $8 for one brush. This was my first time doing it. I wasn't 100% sure that it would work. So what I did was just went in with some black to kind of get rid of all of that white. I do apologize for being out of frame, but you know, that happens. And you'll see earlier, I do this technique a little bit better once I start using the gel brush. So basically what I was trying to say earlier is I wanted variety with the alcohol inks. I didn't want to buy all of the Madame Glam ones. I luckily got the model ones on sale. I got the whole set for about $5 or $6. Like, that video is linked in the cards, and it will be in the description box below as well. So I did go to Apres website. I think we're all familiar with the brand Apres, and their gel inks, it's like a set of 6 for about $65, $67. So you don't get to pick the individual colors, and it's $60. And we don't do marble. I mean, marble's trendy. I hope it never goes out of style because it is an easy art and I really enjoy doing it, but I don't want to pay $10 for one thing. Same with Madame Glam. Once you sign up for their VIP, you're still paying $10 for one bottle of ink. And yes, they're big. They are a good size, but I'm never going to finish it. I just don't think it justifies the cost. So I wanted to be able to use a lot of different colors. I didn't want to spend a lot of money, and I also wanted more variety in the glitter colors, which you'll see in a couple minutes with the second palette that I got. So here, this is when I switched over to the gel brush, because those watercolor brushes were just holding too much water. Again, those are cheaper brushes. I'm not sure what a more expensive brush would do, but a lot of us already have some extra gel brushes. What I liked about the watercolor is you don't have to use acetone to manipulate it. All you have to do is, add the color to your nail, let it dry slightly so that it's kind of tacky, and then go in with a dab of water on your gel brush to manipulate it. So it'll move it around, but make sure that you let the color dry a little bit. On this one, I tried to do a dual color marble, which it didn't come out terrible, but just got to practice with it a little bit. And then I just wanted to add a little bit of the white. But you definitely want to let these dry a little bit before you manipulate it, and then use a brush that's not going to hold so much water. So I let that dry, and I think, let's see what's coming up next. I think you're going to see, okay, yeah, so that's when I went in with the water, and then I started to manipulate it. And then you still want to be very, very cautious of how much water is on your brush. If it's too much water on the brush, then just dab it on a napkin, lint-free wipe or whatever. You still want to be careful that you don't get a lot of lint in your design. And once these dry 100%, they're dry, you want to make sure these are 100% dry, then you could add your top coat. But again, I really like these a lot because of the variety and the fact that you can manipulate them with water. You don't have to use the acetone for that. So that was the first palette. That one had 36 different colors. This is the pearlescent palette, and it has 24 cousins. It has 24 colors. Both of these were about $6 each. Michael's always has a great coupon for 40% off. A lot of the times you get the 60% off one item coupon, or the 20% off your entire order coupon. So I think 30 colors, so 60 colors, 24 plus 36. So 60 colors for about $10 after I used all my coupons is pretty good, instead of one color for $10. And like a little bit does go a long way on this as well. So what I did on the first one was the black gel polish, and I just added some silvers on there. And then what I'm going to do here, this is like a champagne gold. I wanted to do the champagne gold with the colors, so I have like some gold highlights or some gold veins in my marble design. And I believe I used an orange on here. I did, when I was shopping in Michael's, a lot of watercolor palettes are pretty expensive. I know the first one I saw was by Crayola. I didn't like the case for that one, but I did like the pigmented colors. But they have a lot of palettes that are like 10 colors, but it's like $20. But I'm pretty sure it's quality as well. But you don't need those palettes. You can use these less expensive palettes to create the design that you want. And especially if it's something that you're just starting out, like me. I'm just starting out with these nail designs, and I am in love with marble. I really, like I said earlier, I hope it never goes out of style. And I don't have $10 for one thing, one color. So these were perfect for me. It totally was what I was looking for. It totally served the purpose. So definitely, you guys, check this out. This is not an ad for Michaels. This is not a sponsored video for Michaels. I highly doubt Michaels would ever sponsor a nail video. But yeah, so you see that I'm adding a little bit more of the silver, and then I'm sorry, the champagne gold, and then let it dry just a little bit, and then just manipulate it with some water. So after everything dries, I just add a layer of shiny top coat, and I cure it in my lamp for 60 seconds. With these watercolor paints, you want to make sure that they are 100% dry. If it's not dry, once you add your top coat, you're gonna drag the color or the paint that's not dry, you're gonna drag that and smear it. So make sure that it's 100% dry before you go in and add anything on top of it, your top coat, or if you wanted to add another color, I don't know. But make sure that it's 100% dry. This nail I did earlier, and I just sat it off to the side to dry, and then I came back to it, and I'm just manipulating everything again with some water. I am gonna top coat all 4 of these and kind of do a comparison of the different items I used for the marble nail art. Okay, so this is how everything turned out after it is top coated and cured. These are the 4 nails I did with the watercolor paint. It did not have any effect on the top coat as well. I was able to cure that with no problem. And you could also use these watercolors with your stamping. If you're stamping like a flower or something and you want to paint it, these watercolors can be used for that as well. So those are the 4 that I did with the paint. And these are the alcohol inks I used, and these are the 2 colors I used. These are the 2 top coated. So you did the turquoise and the purple. You could see how pigmented those are and the different layers. And then this is the color I used. I'm sorry, this is the nail I used with the pink Sharpie, the pink neon Sharpie. And I don't know why my nails didn't want to stand up, and so for the Madame Glams, I didn't swatch these on camera, but this is what the swatches look like. Top coated over white and a matte top coat. So you could see the Madame Glam ones are really good. They are very pigmented. And then with the Model 1's Blooming Inks, you can see that these colors aren't as bright. Most of these colors aren't as bright as the different other items that I used. So in this video, I used the alcohol inks, the watercolor inks, the Madame Glam, the Model 1s, and the Sharpie. Let me know in the comments below what else you've used for your marble nail art. Out of the video, which ones did you like the best? Leave me a comment below. And I want to thank everyone for watching. If you are new, like I said, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see everybody again soon.